Kilpailussa mukana Ramirent. Kotikatsomon eväät tarjoaa Kotipizza.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Round 1 Back 9 here at the third stop of the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour in Turku, Finland. This coverage is brought to you by Natural Born Disc Golfer. Thank you guys for sharing this footage with us here at Gatekeeper Media. And this commentary is brought to you by Parked Podcast. My name is Mitch Phillips. Joining me is Hayden Riccard. Back 9, man. Give me some thoughts on the front 9.
Front 9, we saw some people shred.
Yeah.
And it may be needed. I don't know yet. I mean, there's some good leads here. I mean, largest lead we had was -8.
Yeah.
And then in second was -7.
Yeah, I mean, I was checking out the leaderboard here. Seppo Payu, familiar face at Elias, and -8.
That's huge.
Yep. We're going to see how they can continue on. This back 9 definitely has not as long of holes. There's a couple par 4s that are bringing some distance into it, but there is a lot of holes where speed is such an important thing.
Speed
a lot of
and
out of
control.
bounds. Yeah. Out of bounds, a lot of speed. Let's jump into hole 10. Talk us through it.
Hole 10, par 3, 279 feet, and what a hallway this drone is flowing down. And just trying to lay it up, get it close as possible. Not much off the gap. I mean, you're trying to punch it through and get as close as you can.
Yeah, a little bit of maybe a flip up forehand.
I think this is one of the shortest holes we have out here.
Mm-hmm.
Catching an early tree, I think you're going to see that happen a lot on this hole.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the different speed of discs people are going for here. FX2 out of Luukas.
That's a fast one.
Going with the flex play on the right. Oh, I
would've
like
worked.
that.
That would,
Yeah.
If that would have worked out, that was looking really good.
Yeah, I
and
like
he knows it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I like the forehand
Yeah.
as well.
Kasper sitting at even. Definitely needs to start making some moves.
It's a good kick down to the fairway.
Yeah, there's holes like this in disc golf where I start to wonder how some of the trees are still standing, you know? Like the amount of times they've been smacked with the disc. But, I mean, yeah, this is a hole where getting inside the circle is a pretty rare thing.
Yeah, this hole was
probably playing very close to par.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a 10th of a stroke over par.
Ooh.
Hitting metal.
Wow.
Ooh.
And you see that this is a temporary hole,
Yeah.
and I like it.
Yeah, it's a good one for sure.
Well, it gives you difficulty off after coming from the back 9.
Right, and interesting to see, you know,
No
Kasper,
forehand.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him throw a lot of forehands on the front 9. I'm surprised to see him go to the backhand there. Definitely end up hurting him, but get a chance to look at his, you know, kind of nose
Maybe
up.
he saw
putt.
something that we didn't see.
Yeah. That's a hard angle to be able to run from that distance. A little bit of low ceiling towards the end.
That's what I was going to say. The low ceiling was definitely hindering it.
Yep. Yeah, one of the hardest like putting shapes to throw that kind of like nose up and hyzer angle to be able to pars and one bogey here.
And it's surprising that you don't see a lot of players in the European scene with that kind of putt.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a couple over in the American scene as well that do that
it's
same
kind of
thing.
dissipated, you know.
Yeah, it really has.
Paul Ulibarri.
That's what I was going to say. Is Paul is the only one that I really know of right now.
He's changed it for sure though,
Yes,
over
he
years.
has. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean some wrist pain. I know, you know, long term being able to do that angle out of your hand over and over and over again definitely causes some pain on the wrist.
3 pars and a bogey. Not too bad for that one.
Yeah, move on to hole 11, par 4, 689 feet. See the out of bounds on both sides of the fairway. Left side mainly where discs are going to find the out of bounds here. And you want to lay up just short of this or maybe in the middle of it, go over the top. Set yourself up for a very open green, but out of bounds left and long.
Yeah, you can see some players go over the top like this right here.
Yeah, just
but
don't hit a cloud and you're in a good spot. Asking it to get down, though, out of his hand.
Maybe the wind was pushing it over.
Oh! And he almost hits the stake and stays in bounds, but
that was
does
close.
not. Yeah, and he knew it out of his hand. That's the
Yeah.
danger you bring in when you go over the top. Really got to push it wide enough. It's a very narrow fairway.
It is, and you don't want it to come back in play. With that OB being so close.
Speaking of not coming back in play,
I think that one's gone forever.
Yeah, I hope he finds it. No, he'll find it. Tuomas lining up that similar shot.
This has got to get down too.
Needs to get high for a second. Stall out.
This looks good.
Yeah, that looks great. Maybe be a
Got
little
late
bit
stall.
right, and it seems that you want to be in the middle. You don't really want to be left or right. Going to
Forehand.
I like the forehand here. If you're not confident in that backhand distance, but it gets in your head to not turn it over, and this is the mistake.
Just get down. That's all it needs. It's good footing.
Yeah, definitely not going to be able to run to the basket off that. But yeah, I mean, you go to the forehand. You're confident in that stroke.
If you have a
But-
good long distance forehand,
Right.
or not even long distance, just being able to put it in within the fairway
Yeah.
is what you want.
But when that out of bounds is the left
Oh, it
side the
definitely
entire
comes in
way,
there,
you know, you see exactly what happened here to Kasper. Having to get,
Over the top.
yeah. Hopefully it stays in bounds. It does not come back, finds the out of bounds. Be interested to see where he ends up taking this.
Did he come back in? I don't know.
I'm not sure where he was last in. Going over the top again. Circle's edge.
Hey, if you can go over the top, don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
This looks good.
Yeah, it's a good
Good
from the
scramble.
knee. Yeah, he's had a lot of scramble, a lot of from the knee. A little bit of a run here from
Ooh.
Kasper. It's a good shot there after
I mean, going
unfortunate out of
OB,
bounds. Yeah. Good catch there for the birdie. Hitting it with the heel click.
Hey, that was a good putt, though.
That was a good
Outside
putt.
circle.
Not the best heel click though.
No,
I
I've
definitely
seen
could have
better.
seen a lot more extension on that. We hope to be able to see.
What would you rate him?
That was like a 4. That was not a great heel click. Not a great one. I guess we had missed Lowry's upshot,
Yes.
and this will be for par. Yeah, good save there. With how much distance he bit off, I mean,
Going OB,
right.
that's not a bad par at all.
No. Take us to hole 12, Hayden.
Yeah. Hole 12, getting out the gap. Want to go right of this tree, getting as far as you can down the fairway. No OB, and then sitting in between these two massive trees is the basket.
Yeah, you almost said bushes. Those things are enormous.
They're not bushes. They're massive trees.
Yeah, this is
The
going to be a
worry-
stand-up hyzer and just
I
carry.
was going to say, the worry is also the back end of that basket is a little bit of downhill.
Yeah. I mean, as Luukas almost had us worrying if it was going to hit the basket
You
again.
parked it, though.
Yeah, it's a perfect shot there. Discing down.
Might be the smart play.
Mm-hmm.
Control it.
Early. Nope.
Outside circle one.
Yeah, at 400 feet downhill. I mean, here you go, going to what looks to be a putter almost. Very slow mid-range at the most.
This looks textbook.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's his comfortable range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's finding that putter mid-range you're able to do it. As you can see, the driver come out of the hand here of Kasper. Ooh. The hits.
He'll have a look.
Mhm.
I think. At
Yeah,
the
all four
basket.
players,
I don't
yeah.
know if it's guarded, though.
Right, all four players having a look here. You can hear that wind really starting to pick up as we've gotten onto this back nine.
Yeah, you can tell the difference from this side of the course
Mm-hmm.
in the front nine.
Yeah, we obviously are here in America. We weren't able to be out here. Maybe one day be able to go to Finland. That's on the
That'd be
bucket
awesome.
list. As I'm sure everyone watching this is definitely a bucket list to go there. But it almost looked like when we hit hole 9, we're kind of on the way back down from the mountain.
Yeah, I think so. It looks like that. The way it's shaping up, it looks like that.
Oh, high chains and band there for Lauri. There's Rokkanen.
Good putt.
Moves to -7.
Yeah.
Tied for the lead right now.
Say.
Yeah, which means probably some of our leaders, other people, you know.
He's got one stroke until he
Yeah,
just tied for second.
it's true.
But he's got one on Lori. Oh, no.
That wind coming
He's
in.
got two on Lori.
Oh, Lauri, unfortunate bogey there with frustration.
Oh my gosh.
The wind's picking up, and it looked like it hit so much chains. You hit high on these Prodigy baskets. There's so much weight to these chains. You can hear them.
If you hit
beef to them,
if
but
you hit dead center on the pole, I think it's going to kick out.
At least
a good
high.
chance.
There's so
Yes,
much
at
chance.
least
It's
high,
never going to
yes.
spit through. That's
No.
obviously the design of the
Yes.
T1s here. But you hate to see it. The hard thing to think about, but is true in these moments, is other people are having that same thing happen.
It's not just you.
Yeah, it's not just you. It's not just the basket, but
It
this
may
whole
feel
this,
just like you.
Yeah, hole 13. This is just going to be you, because this is a brutal par 4. So you can see the drone
Doglegging left.
dogleg left, working up the hill to a very, very wide open green. OB long and left as well, but the difficulty here being the tee shot. You're going to see a lot of players go to an overstable fairway, try to climb up the hill, but the height is the difficulty here. It's low ceiling, and you're hitting this gap probably 150 feet off the tee, and then if you're not kind of making the corner, setting yourself up to see out, it's going to be really tough to be able to attack this green.
It's a great design.
Mm-hmm.
It's just super, super hard.
Yeah, it's a great use of that, that sloping fairway the whole way. This looks great.
Yes.
A little bit straighter of a
Right.
skip maybe than he was expecting.
I mean, aiming right at the cameraman,
Yeah.
you're in a good spot, typically.
It's true. A little bit of a straighter approach here.
Using the ground play.
Yeah. Gonna be able to look up the gap, but maybe not much of a run up. Lauri hoping to make the correction after his first bogey of the round
Yeah.
with a miracle skip. Wow. And he's going to be looking right at it. You can see the difficulty not getting through that initial gap.
Even with the flex forehand, he's still going to go fade back right.
Don't hit the bird.
Almost hit the quail.
And we stand corrected because that was perfection. At only 535 feet, you're able
The
to do
angle
that. But
from which the camera looked at, I couldn't really tell.
Right.
But it did look like it was going to fade right more.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of a higher forehand coming in.
And that.
Yeah, this is... You're throwing uphill. You're trying to shape that shot right to left on a forehand. Oh, and Tuomas catching late after being in a great spot. Leighton looking right at the pin.
Yeah, this is a great spot to land. Make up for that bogey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
A little
knows it
short
was a
from
bit
him.
short, yeah.
But he's got the range.
I don't know, after what happened on the last hole with that kick out, starts to get in your head a little bit. The confidence maybe dwindles a touch, not necessarily on your stroke, but on just trust of this basket.
Yeah, maybe.
Just a little bit long right there from Kivi.
Lauri for his putt. And again,
Yeah,
that confidence, like you said, it's probably...
I kind of second guessed it.
Yep. Just got to get one good putt and get back into the routine.
Yeah, and I think, people get frustrated, all these the tours need to have, one basket, all these different things.
That's hard to do, though.
Right, but I like it, honestly. I say that as a commentator now. When I'm playing, I hate it, but, it's good to see everyone's on the same playing field.
Mm-hmm.
Tournament to tournament. Everyone's using the same, equipment, but, of course, you have to change your putt time to time, but it's tough. It's something in our sport.
It's not like any other sport where you have a set standard
Right.
for baskets, goals, whatever you're using. So that'd be hard to do at every course.
Yeah, it's
And
almost
it may
become
have to
like
be
it's like when you have a piece of equipment, it's like, oh, this is the faulty thing, but it's actually become a feature.
Yeah.
It's like
It
part
may
of the
have to
basket
be-
is the difficulty.
It may have to be the big pro tournaments that are coming out, the DGPT and everything else has the standard, and that's
Yeah.
what they set up and replace courses baskets with
Yeah,
those.
someone's got to start it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do. But
It's a
hard
lot of
to
fun.
do. Yeah, hole 14, par 3, 259 feet.
And first grenade we've seen.
Oh, yes.
I like this idea. I like throwing grenades. But they're also...
On a disc, or you just in general? I just love throwing grenades in my backyard.
Yeah, man, just throwing some grenades in the backyard.
Tuomas.
I like the over top play because you don't worry about the trees much.
But you do worry about the roll away.
I'm still fine with that, honestly.
Yeah.
And then
We're
ending
not
up
playing, Hayden.
I know I'm not playing, but like,
yeah, this. Okay,
it's a
finding
great
the
play.
gap here.
Ooh, forehand.
Not breaking the game of disc golf. Unfortunate to be there. Let's see what Lauri does. He's going inside as well.
Ooh. I like the forehand too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
this looks
direct. Yeah, this looks perfect.
Cool.
Giving it a little bit of a skip there,
It's
but
gonna be a comebacker.
and the curl there at the end, gonna have to go to a straddle most likely. But yeah, I love it. I mean, it opens up the creativity to be able to throw the grenade. Picturesque putt here.
Not messing with it, just laying it up close.
Yeah, fast green. Yep, Lauri having to go to the
Is he
straddle.
going outside to the right? No.
Oh man, frustration starting to set in.
I thought he was going to the right at first.
Thought
and
he
then
was too.
And then, oh,
Great
putt.
putt there from Luukas Rokkanen. Holding on to the lead. That's 4 in a row quietly.
Yeah,
You know, we've
just
seen some other bogeys in the rest of our
slowly
card, but
crawling up there.
just left there. Yeah, that tree a little bit in his head. Almost hitting his head, I'm sure. There we go. Getting a putt to fall. Get that confidence back. But let's go back to Luukas. I mean, 4 in a row here on the back nine. A lot of technical holes, shorter holes. But, you know, it kind of lets you see the type of player that he is. You know, obviously 5 down was incredible on the front nine.
Yeah.
But on the back nine, picking up 4 in a row in a totally, really different style of golf.
He's picked up 4 on the leader on the card
Yeah.
from the front nine.
The momentum has definitely shifted his way. In the entire field, but also here on his own card. Moving into hole 15, par 3, 328 feet. You see these white stakes flying underneath the drone. Out of bounds, left the entire fairway uphill. And the out of bounds circles around the backside and also brings in the first green monster of the course here on that right side. If you try to, if you saw it off too much, you're going to find yourself in that. If you turn it over too much, I mean, this is a very technical backhand that we're going to see out of Luukas.
I like this play with the H3V2.
Yep.
Turn up, just land outside circle 1.
Turn up.
Turn
circle
up.
1.
Circle 1.
Showing
Turn
our
it
age,
into music.
our age
Yeah,
there.
I know, right?
We apologize. That was terrible. That was so bad. Oh,
We are getting old.
God. We're not even 30. This looks great.
Into
But
the
to
green
right.
monster.
The camera angle messing with us there a bit. Let's go to the forehand here. This is the
I like the
preferred
forehand,
play.
yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, going uphill.
Because if you go backhand, that out of bounds comes into play, and you see what happened on the previous shot. It's
Yeah,
just
you
going
turn it
in a
over too
green
much.
Monster.
A little bit low. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's
where-
all uphill. So
right.
It's,
I mean, a lot of discs are going to
difficult.
land on that kind of circle's edge
It's playing
spot.
close to 380, I
Yeah.
would say.
For sure, as you can, a little bit of a headwind here, it looks like. Yep.
Yeah, just
Similar
a little
distance.
short from
yeah,
everybody.
circle's edge. Like you said, I mean, it's playing probably closer to that 375-ish
Mhm.
range when you're really going straight uphill like that. But the backhand really does bring a lot more danger. Of course, you have the out of bounds on the left side. But I think it brings in even more danger because then you turn it over too much and you end up with a crazy sky and hyzer. Please go in the basket.
Oh.
And it goes out of bounds.
I think I would have just pitched.
Yeah, it's interesting to see.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where his play from that angle.
Yeah.
And maybe that's all he had from
Thankfully,
over there.
he wasn't inside it and having to do more, but
yeah,
it's tough to be able to find the out of bounds.
And maybe it caught wind underneath the plate.
Yeah, it
just
looked like
carried.
it did. And when you're behind that big tree, you're not really able to feel that wind. There's a lot of factors there, but either way, unfortunate for Tuomas to get the out of bounds stroke
and
there.
He was playing decently clean on the back nine so far.
Yep. See if he can make this comebacker to save. Just low. And you can see the trees, you can hear the wind really starting to pick up as they've climbed back up this hill. This flag's showing some movement as well. Oh, and when you're on, you're on. That is 5 in a row for Rokkanen.
Skipping over.
Laughing it up. And the man looks
gosh.
incredible, too. You got the sweet Ray-Ban style glasses, the beard. I mean,
dude's chilling.
Yeah, I'm partial to it. I'd love to be able to look like that in my dreams, but
and play like that.
Yeah, 5 in a row. I mean, shredding the back nine here is Rokkanen. The rest of our card struggling here on the back nine so far.
It's been unfortunate to watch.
See if they can make the correction here on 16.
Yeah, hole 16, 266 feet uphill, par 3. And I think you're going to see with a soft mid-range to maybe a putter, just trying to get it out of the gap. But the distance, and depending on the wind, will change your disc selection.
Right, and I was going to say that too. I mean, the wind is really what you're kind of betting on here.
Yeah.
If without the elements coming into play, this is a very, very simple hole.
Yeah.
But when the wind picks up, maybe if there's rain, maybe if it's, different temperatures, this kind of hole gets
Luukas
hard.
Just putting it up close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can get hard. I mean, 266 feet, you got a headwind. That plays completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for more of a skip play towards the basket with a faster speed disc.
Very overstable there.
I like the little stall that it had a little bit. Like, it wasn't like late stall. It's just like kind of like slowly just fading back down, because I thought that was going to be way more left.
Yeah, it was good nose control, nose ankle control, be able to do it.
This too.
Yep, similar shot. It's always good to be able to have someone in your card you're kind of following, kind of battling with. But when they are able to test the wind, obviously being on the back of the box,
gives you a better
may not
idea.
be playing his best, but gives you that chance to be able to make some good shots.
Oh,
And the first missed putt here from Rokkanen. 6 in a row would have
he
been
can take
absurd.
one, though. Oh yeah. You know he wanted it though.
Yeah. Yeah, and where he's sitting right now, I expect we're going to be able to watch him shred.
Yeah, and I mean, don't know what the other players were doing, but I mean, 8 on the front 9, and then you have another hot round on the back. That's some big numbers for first round.
Yeah, maybe not a super hot round, but Tuomas bringing himself back to even there with a great birdie putt here on 16. Just low for Kasper as well, searching for that first birdie on the back 9. Gonna need to birdie out here to come back to even. That wind really picking up.
Good comeback.
Yeah, those comebackers are when you start thinking about, I have birdied 5 in a row. Like, starts to get in your head.
Yeah, if I miss that would suck.
Yeah. Knowing he needs to hit hard.
Yeah.
Good, confident putt. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
Yep. Just do this.
Yep, finally finding my first birdie. Yeah, Lauri coming back in closer to the top 10.
Definitely still has a lot of
Yeah.
disc golf left. No worries at all.
Yeah, and as we get a look at the, just really beautiful walks in between these holes. Oh, hole 17.
This is
hardest hole
tough.
on the course, 600 feet, par 4. Hit about 6 gaps up the middle, find yourself in the fairway, and then going further downhill as we get closer towards the last hole into a guarded, wood-chipped, pretty fast green, I would assume. See a lot of players maybe go to a fairway driver, or if they're, just want to hit the first couple gaps, go into a mid-range. But this is, hits early.
Ooh.
Doesn't find the out of bounds there on the left, though.
You can see him question it.
Yeah, not sure if it was inbounds or not. Going to the forehand here, maybe trying to just work the disc down the hill.
I kicked really fast off that tree.
Yeah, interesting to see our players go to the forehand.
Maybe just trying to get out and be clean.
Yeah, but as you work up that hill, I assume the footing kind of gets a little bit more difficult as well.
And are you cut off from that other gap?
Yeah, or you maybe, if you're on the right side of the fairway, you're able to
Go
see
over
it.
the top.
Yeah, and again, those of you listening, we obviously are not here in Finland able to see this course, so we're experiencing this course with you.
Ooh, that looks great.
Yeah, definitely the best shot of the group. Anytime you get that camera to turn around a little bit, you know you're in a good spot. And it is much more of a straighter shot than it looked like off the tee. Two of us having to go to a wacky pitch out here. And that was a great kick. Yeah, put him in a better spot than he would have
That
been.
tree kick helped a lot.
Going to be using the whole left side of the fairway, it looks like, here from Lauri. Oh, fought through, but definitely took some leaves with it.
A little bit of struggle from him.
Yeah.
You can see it in the frustration on his face. Maybe his putting's taking over to his overall game now.
Yeah, we talked about it on the front nine, but to continue the conversation here, I mean, this is the third stop here. I mean, we're at the midway point of 5 here, so.
Yeah, I kind of figured one of the players would do this.
Wow, and I did not figure it was going to make it all the way down there, though. What a shot from
smokes.
Tuomas.
Is that sad?
Incredible.
That
It looks like it did. Yeah. The best drive in the group.
Oh. Trying to hit the cameraman.
Yeah, unfortunate little cut roll, but he'll be in that kind of circle 2 range, be able to try to get some more practice in on that step putt.
Just trickling out of the tree. He'll have a look.
Yeah. Lauri having to go to 2 knees here.
Ooh.
It's going to be short left. Yeah, knowing how intense that back side of the green is, just laying up. Maybe we're going to see the rest of our players do the same. Yeah, not really giving it a chance.
Makes sense. I mean, you don't want to risk it.
Yeah, it's round
Kick
1.
up and roll.
Right.
Unless you're in a range that you're comfortable with and you know, like, you're not going to...
Yeah, Luukas looking comfortable here.
Yeah, he is. Maybe put in a charge. Yes.
Dead center. Great
Saves the
par
par.
save there. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously he wants a birdie here, but a confident par putt like that. And Tuomas,
Ooh, yes.
after a ridiculous line on the outside, spiking in.
Saving the par.
Yeah, getting the fist bumps from the card, laughing about it. Another bogey for Lehtinen. And that'll be par for Kivi.
That's a tough hole. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the toughest hole on the course. Toughest hole. Super, super hard. Moving into hole 18, par 3, 230 feet, and we're looking at an island green
Yes.
with a drop off on the back.
And a drop off on the left. And a roll away on the right.
And road on the left.
And to continue from Tampere, the wood chips of death.
All downhill.
Yeah, this is speed control, angle control. Going to see a lot of different plays here.
Grenade?
I don't know if it's a grenade or just a normal backhand.
What was that bounce?
If that would have made it into the basket, would that have been the first bounce ace?
I have no idea.
Stand still here from Luukas. Such a touchy shot. Great speed.
Sit. Yes.
Yep. And that'll take him to minus 11. We expect. Going to the putter.
Yeah. Making it look easy.
Mm-hmm. Louder going to the forehand. I believe it's a Justice. Very overstable mid-range here. I like the forehand play. You kind of limit the skip a little bit more if that sits.
Yeah, okay. It's going to sit. You can limit the skip, especially with throwing a forehand mid-range.
Yeah.
You're not going to skip so much with that.
Right. And all four of our players getting on the green there to look at birdie to finish out their round. It's a hole that, round one, not a lot of nerves. Round two, a little bit, but round three, if you're tied at the top, these small little island holes like this, especially on hole 18.
Yeah.
I mean, you think of just right there for Hyytiäinen, but I mean, it makes me think of United States Disc Golf Championships, yes. Rock Hill, South Carolina, hole 17, a hole that's right there in front of you, but because it's hole 17, because you had this long walk, it is such a difficult green to attack, and this feels that way.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we're going to see it as to where players are going to take high numbers, and then players are going to take some really low numbers.
Yeah, and a player that we're going to see next round, Luukas Rokkanen.
Man, 11 down.
6 down through 9 on the back.
If he had a good, a hotter front nine, he'd be at...
He's tied for second. Give the man a break.
Dude,
he doesn't need a hotter front.
I know. I'm just saying, in numbers-wise, you're looking at 13, 14 down.
Yeah, and Lauri kind of correcting the ship there. Going birdie, bogey, birdie. Definitely not the round he was expecting, but let's check in, Hayden.
Yeah, Luukas Rokkanen, what a round.
Bogey-free.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, and picking up
I
two-thirds
fully expect to see him on some later rounds.
As we see... Seppo minus 13 on the board. A lot of people minus 9, minus 8. Some new faces.
Some high numbers.
Yeah. Some low numbers, but high. Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's golf. But Vinyl Makala, familiar face. You can see Yona and Elias. I'm excited to see round 2. See how maybe the game plan kind of changes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I wonder what round 2 game plan is going to look like.
Yeah.
Going into just, hey, maybe just play clean, get it strokes as you can, and then just push it on round 3.
Yeah, and a course where if the wind picks up, these sub 300 foot holes are going to get really difficult.
Yep. But
be sure to like and subscribe here at Gatekeeper Media. My name is Mitch.
And I'm Hayden Riccard.
And we've been so excited to bring you the round 1 back 9. And we'll see you for round 2 here in Turku, Finland.